Hey guys, welcome to a little brief thingy that I'm doing for Empyrion Galactic Survival. Those of y'all have been asking, a lot of people have been asking me on the Twitch channel, what are you going to do with this game? What are you going to do when you run out of resources? Well, as of right now, if you're having trouble finding resources, or if you're kind of scrumping low, or for some weird reason you've managed to use them all, there are two things that you can do. First thing that you can do is you can go into your save file, which it's located. I'm going to show you directly how to do everything. You go to C, Program Files x86. You go down here to Steam, Steam, and then you go to Steam Apps, and then you go to Common, and then you go to Empyrion Galactic Survival. Now all of your saves are saved right here in the Saves folder. So you go into Saves, you go into Games, and then here are your save files. So you find one of your save files that you want to use. Now, I highly suggest that from the in-game menu, from the resume game menu, that you select the save file, and then down at the very bottom of the screen, you hit the whole, there's an ability, it's called backup. There's a button that says backup. If you hit that, what it does is it creates a backup of your save game. So do that first, because don't come crying to me that you messed up your save game and it don't work. So use that backup and then modify the backup, then reload the backup, and then go on about your business. So you go into a save file, like we'll use this old let's use this old backup right here. That's fine. All right, this brings you into this folder. Now there's two folders in here we care about: Playfields and Shared. These are the only two folders we care about. Playfields is all of the planets that you visited. That's everything that you've done to the actual, the planets themselves. This is not ships. This is not individual, a base that you built or anything like that, but this is the actual planets. So what you can do is you can now delete a planet. Now, I highly suggest if you built a base on Omicron, or you built a CV, you've got a CV in Omicron in space, it's Omicron orbit, it's space. If you've got a base on Omicron, don't delete that. If you've got a base or something you've done anything, or ships or anything in Omicron in space, don't delete that. But the moon, if you don't have anything there, that's a good one to destroy or to delete. Ningas and Estes, if you don't have anything on them two, them are really good to delete, because you can go back and all the resource nodes will be back. You can remine everything. You have to be careful about what you delete here, though. Like I was saying, make sure you don't have anything in that area, because all of the pointers, all the locations, all the locator, whatever, to where your ship is actually placed in there is saved in this file. So if I had a base and I deleted the Omicron file folder, the game is not going to know where my base on Omicron is. Now, my actual base, the actual modifications is saved and shared. Like you can see right here, base. There's bases, bases, base new, base new, base new. These are the actual modifications that were made to the base block, to the starter base block. So if I lay a base block down and then I do modifications to it right now, another base new will appear in here. And all the this tells it what blocks I've built on the base, not where the base is located. The base is located is right here in the actual world of air, whatnot. So, again, make sure that you only delete these places that you don't have something on. If you don't have anything in space, you can delete Omicron orbit. If you don't have anything on the moon, you can delete Omicron moon. If you don't have anything on Ningus or Aestus, you can delete those. And what happens when you delete these is the world is basically reset back to the beginning, like you've never been there. So that when I go to Ningus, after I delete this, if I just hold that, hit delete, go to yes, and then I load up and go to Ningas. Ningas is now reset. There's nothing that it's all back to normal. So all of the promethium, all the iron, all the copper, everything else that I've mined off of there, it's all back now. Every bit of it. So you can go back and mine it. One other thing that I want to show is you can go into Shared. And then you can go to the Hyperion, which is a big one. That's the one on the moon. That's the one that's got all the RCSs and all the different components, the engines that everybody goes through, and everybody deletes it. You just basically You salvage the entire ship. If you delete this file, it will reset that ship. And you can go back in and reset and do everything you want, get everything you want from that. Same thing from Titan for the first planet on Omicron, etc. These are individual box or block entities modifications. You might not have added anything to the Titan crash right here to this folder, but you did take stuff away from it. So when you took stuff away from it, or you deleted a block, or you did anything to that ship, this folder was modified to remove that. This is, to remove that block. So it's saved here. So if I delete this and the game recreates this folder, whenever I go back onto the moon and near the Titan, the game will automatically regenerate this folder and make it a fully functional ship again without any modifications, because the game doesn't know modifications were ever made to it. One last thing that you can do. Now, this is a little bit more difficult to explain, but I'm going to do the best I can. If you save your game... Sorry. Now, this gets into duping. And some people like to do this and some people don't. So I'm going to tell you how to do it. And then if you choose to do it, that's something that you can do. Now, note, I do not use any of this crap for my stream. My stream game is 100% legit. We have gone through, and everybody has been watching. We've mined everything that I've mined. Everything that I've built has been come from mined. We have not reset anything, but I just wanted to show you guys how you can do it. So you can go into the players folder, and here's the player folder saves for everybody that plays on my server. So you go in and you make a save. You save your game. You exit out. What you need to then do is take in your inventory for your character. You go into the game and you put everything that you want to dupe into your inventory. A whole bunch of stuff. And you save the game. Then you go back into the game and you make a backup of that save. Okay, and I'm putting the steps up here also. Then you load said backup, go into that, and you put all of the stuff that was in your inventory, all of that extra stuff, thousands and thousands of things, you put all of that into a storage block or storage box. After you put the stuff in the storage box, you then exit out of the game, and it will save that game again. You then go into Explorer right here. You find the first save that you made before you remove the stuff. So like we'll use backup 1 and backup 2 as an example. Backup 1, I had all the stuff in my inventory. I then backed it up. It loaded it up as backup 2, saved it as backup 2. So these are the 2 backups that I have. I then went in and loaded backup 2 and took all my shit and put it all in the in the storage locker. So this one, my guy still had a bunch of stuff in his inventory. This one, I had put all that stuff in the storage locker. I can then go into this folder, the one where he's got his stuff. I can go into players and I can I can copy my guy. Just hit copy. I can then back up, go into this one where he has nothing in his inventory. It's saved in the locker. I can go into players and I can paste that in here. And then when I load this game, the one where he had nothing in the in his inventory, he will now have all of that stuff back in his inventory. So I can then put all that stuff in the locker, exit, and it will resave this game. I can then go back to backup 1, recopy, come back into this one, into players, and paste it again, overwriting the newly saved one again, and then go into this game. And he will then have a full inventory again. And now I have 3 times as much stuff. And then I can take, if you wanted to, you can grab all 3 times as much stuff, put it in your inventory, exit out, it'll save the game, do another backup of that save game, and then rinse and repeat, basically doubling, tripling, quadrupling, whatever, your inventory over and over and over again until you've got as much of whatever you want as you'll ever need. But that's just a way that you can manipulate the save files. That's a way that you can kind of do stuff. I don't really suggest that you do the character stuff, but there will come a time eventually that you will want to reset the planets. And in order to reset the planets, you go back earlier in this video and you'll see how to do so. And that's that. Now, I know it's not a special video. I could be showing you in game and all that other stuff, but I don't really support this too much. I understand that there might become the need for the planet resets later. And until they allow us or show us how to do it or give us a way to reset the planets, I wanted to get this out there for you guys so that you would know how to do it. All right, hope this helps. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day.